Hey everyone, so I was going to call this vlog Bachelorette Life, but then I googled the definition and it means a single young unmarried woman or married woman who's never been married. Now I'm single, but I am married officially, or they're getting separated, and I'm 31, so I'm not sure if I'm classed as young anymore. Boo-hoo. But I thought, as my life has changed over the summer, I also wanted to give you a little opportunity to look behind the scenes of my life when I haven't got the kids. It's been a successful day so far. After a lovely dinner party last night, I agreed with my friend that I would celebrate a new era and drink some champagne, and that ended up being half a bottle of champagne, and I don't normally drink, so I was very tipsy. But I think it went well, although I always worry the next day. I'm like, I hope everyone enjoyed it. I had a nice night at the pub last night, just eating though. It was a long day of work, but then it was productive getting all the boring stuff done, because that's the only thing when I'm on my own, is I do all my creative stuff, the creative content like this that I love, and then I avoid accounts and stuff like that. So I went on a mini walk in Scammerdon in Huddersfield. Now I'm on the train to Wakefield Kirkgate to go teach dance at Coactive Charity. I'm just getting ready to do the school run now. I'm putting on more makeup than I would normally for the school run, but that's because I've got a busy night. Got a film premiere of a film I made through Evoke Media Group and Stride Theatre, and the girls are coming to that because they were in the film, and then they've got their dance presentation tonight, and then I'm going off to dance, belly dance later as well. It's been really difficult to get used to kind of single motherhood and shared childcare, as you know. I won't keep barking on about it, but finally, after a weekend with the kids, I'm currently getting ready and it's about 6 PM UK time. This is how my life is topsy-turvy these days, because I make the most of the time when I haven't got the kids now, rather than kind of mope around and mourn. I'm not off out. I was going to say I'm off out, but it's chucking it down. I'm vlogging, and I've got a friend coming round as well, and I've got work to do and videos to make and whatnot. So I guess one of the pluses of this single life is doing what I want when I want, well, when I've not got the kids anyway. It's been hard to adjust, I won't lie, because you lose your role as a mother, and I think that was such a big part of my life. As you know, I kind of followed kind of accidentally attachment parenting styles, so I was very, very close with the kids and had a really close relationship and bond with them, and that pretty much all changed, and it took a while to a long time, well, a few months to adjust to the big change, even though it's what I wanted in terms of being separated. The mothering part wasn't what I wanted, because you kind of think that you'll reach empty nest syndrome. Do you know when your kids go to university, you don't imagine that when they're aged 4 and 7 that you'll be without them, and I know there's a lot more worse situations that I could be in, so I've got to be grateful, but I won't lie, it can be tough at times, and I especially struggle, it sounds random, but on school runs. So when I see people on the school run and I'm walking in the opposite direction, I try and avoid the school run at all costs, because it just triggers me, and the life that used to be. Now it's absolutely chucking it down here in Yorkshire today, so you know, I've got to stop romanticising about what was, because really I would have been wet through in the wind waiting for the kids on the school run, whereas I'm in the warmth, I'm doing my work. Granted, I've been out and about to the gym, to feed a friend's dog, and all that malarkey, but it is tricky. But I am finally making the most of it, because I'm finally able to concentrate on my YouTube and chat to you guys. I'm concentrating on my dancing a lot. I haven't danced properly for years, and now it's that law of attraction. I said over summer I want to be belly dancing again, on my terms, because belly dance is just something, it just, I don't know, it comes naturally to my bones. Now I'm not the best technical dancer, and I'm rubbish at choreography because I'm dyslexic and dyspraxic, but when I dance I'm just alive, and that just has really helped see me through. And what's good is I can enjoy it more, because now the kids are more settled at home when they come back to mine. It's not as fractious, and I guess it's probably what it's like. I don't know, you probably know, you'll have to comment below if you're in a long-term relationship, but I guess it's probably what it's like being in a long-term relationship, is that there's that pressure when you do see each other that it's perfect, and then often that ends up being kind of like a fractious kind of time, and you kind of feel bad because you want to enjoy it, and then it goes before you know it, and you've just argued or been at each other. And I guess that's what I kind of experienced to a lesser extent with the kids, that they would just kind of pent up anger and lots of different emotions towards me. But now they've settled, we're getting back into like going on our days out, seeing lots of friends, and it's nice to see my friends with kids, because again I've struggled with that over summer. Like, I didn't want to see anyone with kids, and that sounds really horrid, but I still struggle when I haven't got the kids to see people with kids. I don't know, it's just that grief, I guess, if I'm allowed to call it grief, of being separated from the kids part of the week. But I am ploughing through that, and things are getting better, and life is good. I've got to be really grateful, touch wood, that things are getting better, and I am starting to flourish and thrive, having this time to myself to get my work done, to socialise, go to the gym lots, go to dance classes again, because I don't just love performing, I love teaching and I love going to classes. Been doing burlesque and Bollywood and street dance and lots of gym classes, lots. And I feel like in quite strong, good shape, which helps my mind as well. And it helps me to kind of continue when I feel in like good physical shape. It just, yeah, I find that has really helped me focus and stay on track. Granted, you know, I've had an eating disorder in the past, so everything with me is always a balance. But I do feel that life is getting better. And this week, you will get to see the highs and lows of single life. So I need some blusher on, and I need to do my hair because I look like a rape mess, don't I? I'm just at my dressing table, and the food is on, because that's the other thing. I'm so used to cooking for like a family that I've really struggled to adjust. So I just cook so much. So honestly, I think I'm just gonna have to have loads of dinner parties, which I am actually tomorrow, because I just cook for like thousands. I've got to start like feeding people, because otherwise I'll just have tons of leftover food, and I hate waste as well. Hey everyone, so I've had a busy day. I had my friend round for tea last night, so I made tacos. I'm getting used to all this cooking, although I'm still cooking as if I've got kids here, so I'm cooking lots. So tonight, after a busy day, been to, what did I do today? Spinning, yoga, abs at the gym, then a meeting at the cafe, then another meeting at home to sort out my home, my house contract and stuff. Being an adult's boring. And then I don't know how I used to fit in all the school runs as well as working full time and running a house. But then tonight I've got a dinner party, my first one in my new house. So I'm getting all set up. I'm a bit nervous, I'm anxious, and I've overcooked as per usual. So we're gonna have lasagna. It doesn't look great, I promise it tastes good. Aubergine parmigiana, and then bruschetta with mushrooms and shaved parmesan, garlic bread, and chicken, and then my friend's making the dessert. But first things first, I've done a massive adult grown-up faux pas. I thought there was a mouse on the run, and I have an absolute phobia of mice. And then I realised it was one of my gerbils escaped. But then now I'm a bit, I get a bit freaked out about gerbils, and I don't know. I keep trying to catch it, and then it also scares me, so then I'm yelping. And then I need to get ready because I've been getting the house ready, so I haven't had a chance to get my sen ready. So I'm a bit freaked out, so I'm like, do I catch the gerbil or do I get myself ready? Right now I think I'm going to get myself ready as the gerbil's in one room, so at least it's having a little run around. Hey everyone, so we're back again, and another confession of when I have this single lifetime. My stepdad has just come and built lots of stuff for me because I am incapable of any kind of DIY tasks. Whoa, I nearly fell off my seat. One sec. But yeah. Another confession is I have a secret stash of Diet Coke in the cupboard, like a lot of Diet Coke, because I'm a little bit addicted to it. And I actually ban the kids from having Diet Coke, and then when they're not here I'm like glugging it like there's no tomorrow. So yeah, so there are some benefits as well to being on your own, and it's nice having people around even though I've got loads of work to do, because I get really lonely on a night, and it's daft because you kind of associate loneliness, you think like, do you know, with old people, and yeah, old people in care homes or on their own in a house. I never thought at the age of 31 I'd be kind of on my own most nights and feeling quite lonely. And it's weird because, whoops, I do loads in the day and I get out and about a lot and stuff, and then I think it's just night times that I struggle with, where you just think like, oh, is this it? I think I'm just a people person. Oh, this is my friend who's coming round. Oh yay, my friend's bringing Prosecco. I wasn't going to drink, so it takes me one text to persuade me. But then I thought, do you know what I was doing today at church at this group that I go to, which is about recovering from different things, and we're doing about grief, and sometimes it's good to kind of have a ceremony or a celebration to mark the start of a new era. And I know I've grieved a lot being separated from the kids half the week. I don't grieve my old life because I'm so happy to have my new home and my new life, but there's just parts, you know, where, well, I guess the loneliness thing, but it also means that I have time to be me that I haven't had for years, well, since I had kids really, because all I've ever done is kind of like work, had the kids, and tried to look after the house, and felt like I was doing everything kind of unsuccessfully, whereas now I've actually got a bit of time. But time is quite scary as well, because you've got nobody to answer to but yourself. And I've kind of like not shut out support services, so I still go to like mental health groups, so like one at church and another group, because I find groups really good, because I don't have to, it's not like therapy where you have to open up every session, whereas you can have a laugh, you can listen, you can talk if you want to, or you don't have to. So I quite enjoy group therapy, but with a lot of groups, and I guess a lot of therapy, is it comes to an end, and then that's quite hard. And at the moment, a lot of my support's come to an end because I've been going, yeah, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. And actually when I go quiet, it's when I'm not fine. So it's hard, and you'd never know with me when I'm not really fine, because actually when I'm crying, that's almost like I'm dealing with some difficult emotion and I'm getting it out of my system. But then when I'm kind of like in the middle, that's normally when I'm at my worst, because I can't even deal with tears, and I can't, like, I don't know, I'm alright, I think, at the moment, but I think I'm just a bit flat. And I think because I have a lot of time on my own to think, even though I should be doing my work, I just kind of sometimes think, well, what's the point? Because life isn't supposed to be on your own. But I'll get there. I'm sure one day I'll meet my knight in shining armour. Although, as my friend Latoya says, all she can find in Yorkshire is a knight in tin foil. So who knows. But yeah, it can get lonely on a night, but then I'm also grateful because I can talk to you on a night on my YouTube channel, and I can get my work done, I can go to my dance classes. So I am enjoying it. I can't be too negative, and I can drink as much Diet Coke as I please. I just find the adjustment really hard, that you have no one to answer to. It's like almost, you know, when you turn 18 and you can drink and you're an adult and stuff. It's that kind of like, whoa. And I think I rebelled a bit over summer because I was like, wow, I can be free, I can be me. And then you don't actually know what you is. So I guess this is a process of recovery. Anyway, let me know what you think below, if you're living the single life like me, or maybe you want to be. I don't know. But I don't think singles being all bad. Everyone always thinks that it's something to solve, and it's not. I actually think I need to learn to be on my own a bit more, because I'm so used to having lots of people around me. I need to actually learn to be alone, which I find really scary. I don't want to be. But anyway, we're gonna have a dinner party now, so I'm not gonna be on my own, and I'm gonna have lots of laughter and people here, and I'm gonna have some Prosecco. And I never really drink, does that make sense? I never really drink, so that's exciting. So you might have a tipsy Sophie. So, oh, and don't let me forget, I need to catch this bloomin' gerbil before people arrive. Bloomin' gerbils. It must have been me not closing the cage. Oops. And it really scares me because they look like mice. I love them, but oh, I don't want to touch them. Probably that's probably just thought it's probably what I'm like in a relationship when the lust is gone. I love him, just don't want to go near him. Anyway, I digress. I'll see you later. So I think the first activity for my guests is going to be catch the gerbil. That's going to be our game, as I can't catch the gerbil and I've got a dinner party. I'm rocking this single life. Not. Good morning everyone. So it's been a successful day so far after a lovely dinner party last night. I agreed with my friend that I would celebrate a new era and drink some champagne, and that ended up being half a bottle of champagne, and I don't normally drink, so I was very tipsy. But I think it went well, although I always worry the next day. I'm like, I hope everyone enjoyed it. I hope I was a good hostess. I get really anxious about cooking for people. I love cooking for people, but I don't think my food's good enough. But anyway, everyone seemed to have a good night, and I managed somehow to make it early to my HIIT class this morning at the gym. So I killed myself at that, although it actually helped having some champagne the night before. I felt alright. Then I've been to my group for my mental health, and then now a good way, I always find that I need to like chill out after a group, like to get my head back into work mode. So I've just been to my bar, which is like a ballet fitness class, so it's a nice half an hour toning class, and now I'm off to the cafe to hot desk and get some work done. Now my head's back in the game. And yeah, I guess what's nice is single life. I don't have to rush for the school run, so whilst I miss the kids, there are bonuses that I can actually make my day my own sometimes. So let's do this. Hot desking time. Good morning everyone. So I had a nice night at the pub last night, just eating though. It was a long day of work, but then it was productive getting all the boring stuff done, because that's the only thing when I'm on my own, is I do all my creative stuff, the creative content like this that I love, and then I avoid accounts and stuff like that. But I made myself do it yesterday, and today I'm dance teaching. I'm going to go on a little walk first, then I'm dance teaching before doing some work at home, and then off to burlesque tonight. So I went on a mini walk in Scammerdon in Huddersfield. Now I'm on the train to Wakefield Kirkgate to go teach dance at Coactive Charity. It is nice not having to always be in a rush when you're on your own, although I have been in a rush because I still fill my days with so much stuff. But yeah, I'm looking forward to burlesque tonight, and then it's back to mum mode tomorrow. So dancing just makes me feel alive, even when I'm having a bad day. I was having a bit of a like mind F. I don't know why, I think it's the bad weather, but I danced at Coactive, I danced at home, now I'm off to burlesque, and these lonely cold nights feel a lot better when there's dance in it. And I literally, it sounds really cheesy, but I feel alive when I dance, when I have moments where I can escape my mental brain and just dance, and I just feel so lucky to be alive when I'm dancing. Sounds cheesy, but I'm making the most of this single mum life when I have not got the kids. So even though it's raining, I'm going to cheer my son up and go to burlesque. Hey everyone, so I'm just home from burlesque, which was good fun, even in the rain. I'm going to run a hot bath for myself tonight because I get a bit lonely on a night, and one of my friends recommended that I actually make the most of being on my own and having a nice hot bath with oils, because it's weird. So when I'd have a child-free night before, which was rare, you do things like this, but now because it's the norm, it's weird. You don't, I just kind of sit in my bed and work. That's how boring I am these days. So I'm going to force myself to have a nice hot bath and then sit in bed and do my work, and then hopefully I'm going to try and force myself to read a bit, because tomorrow it's yoga early doors, working at home, then picking up the kids early from school, going to one of they've got a movie presentation night, then a dance presentation night, then I'm belly dancing, and I'm belly dancing on Saturday, and then family day Sunday. So we've got a full-on schedule. So this is my last night kind of on my own chilling, so I'm going to try and actually chill rather than just work in bed, because life's just too short just to work. So bath time for me. Hey everyone, so it's now Friday. I've been to yoga this morning, and I'm just getting ready to do the school run now. I'm putting on more makeup than I would normally for the school run, but that's because I've got a busy night. Got a film premiere of a film I made for Evoke Media Group and Stride Theatre, and the girls are coming to that because they were in the film, and then they've got their dance presentation tonight, and then I'm going off to dance, belly dance later as well, and so it's been a successful week, I'd say. I've got to start to thank and be grateful for all the stuff that I've been able to do. I've been writing my book today, which is called Eat, Sleep, Control, Repeat, and that will be out in February, and it's basically on being a career girl in a disordered world and how I've recovered from having a really bad eating disorder, and using those kind of strengths, which I have to be committed to have an eating disorder, into my career. So I've had a bit of time to focus on that today, which is good, because I'm a lot better with short deadlines than I am long ones. I've not been spending enough time on that, so that was good just to get started, because avoidance is always the worst thing, and I love writing once I get into the swing of it. It's just getting into the swing of it that's the problem. Just looking for my curlers, because I never leave enough time to get ready. But yeah, so here's been a snippet into my single life. You can watch more of my single mum diaries in my playlist. Let me know how your week's been. I hope you've had a good week too. And let's start the next one on a high. Don't forget, I'm now on patreon.com/mamamay. So you can join my community on there for exclusive content. And also, I really appreciate you being here. So please do comment below. Make sure you've subscribed and click on the notification bell, because I do like to do some live videos, and it's also nice to chat to you live. And before I forget, I'm giving an exclusive shout out at the moment to my elite fans on Patreon. So thank you, Eddie, Taz and Karas. I appreciate your support. Do make sure you subscribe to me on patreon.com/mamamay for your own personal video message and a shout out on my channel. And there's lots of exclusive behind the scenes content, so do follow me on there. So anyway, I'll say properly, as you know, peace, love and shimmies.